G'day everyone and welcome to SciFi Weekly. I'm on the road for the next few weeks, kicking it off here in Lithgow, New South Wales for Ironfest 2016.
You can't beat a sci-fi fan base.
But first, the news. 2 new Star Trek trailers have dropped while SciFi Weekly's been away. CBS surprised everyone by including the new series heading directly to their web platform in the annual TV upfronts in New York. A week later, Paramount hosted a few hundred people on Stage 32, where they premiered the second and much more exciting trailer.
You really want to head back out there, huh?
What the hell is this?
They're boarding us.
Abandoned ship.
God.
I know why you're here. Why we are all here. Our captain will come for us. Mercy will be the last thing on his mind.
I am counting on it.
Fear of death is illogical.
Fear of death is what keeps us alive.
Everyone who goes there, he kills.
That's our friends out there. We can't just leave them behind.
Unity is not your strength. It is a weakness. I think you're underestimating humanity.
Hold on to something! Fire at will! Do it! Do it!
Pardon me.
He likes that scene.
The late Leonard Nimoy was also honoured with a special dedication ceremony for one of Paramount's backlot streets. J.J. Abrams almost stole the whole news cycle at that fan event when he said this.
There was this lawsuit that happened between the studio and these fans, and Justin, and I need to tell the story because he probably wouldn't, was sort of outraged by this as a longtime fan, and we started talking about it and realized that this was not, an appropriate way to deal with the fans.
But the whole Axanar story doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon, with their lawyers filing a counterclaim just last week. The Axanar camp claim this to be the normal course of the case, as they haven't received any official word from either plaintiff. And finally, the Death Star Canteen, which had hoped to open on May the 4th, will now be opening on June 1. Glenn posted this note to the shop window, citing building difficulties.
I don't know how I ended up with this, but there's plenty of costumers just like this guy. Thank you very much. Battle reenactments with live explosives. So much fun for the whole family. Let's check it out.
Beginning as a glorified art exhibition and held in a number of shops in the east end of Main Street, Lithgow, the first Ironfest celebrated the birth of steel in Australia and involved around 30 artists and performers. Attracting almost 400 people at that first event, the festival's grown to what it is today, with almost 14,000 people expected through the gates.
The first thing I wanted to know when I came to Lithgow is, why have they built these turrets? And I was told it was a work for the doll scheme that happened in the 1930s, and they had all these bricks, so they wanted to create employment, build these big toilets. And I come along in the late 90s, and I see those, and I think, we can use those. So putting Ironfest in this landscape and in this environment, it just enhances it so much. There's your medieval, there's your heritage. It's all here, and we just add to it. You go to some events and they put on 1 or 2 little shows and things happening around, but there's a lot of dead time. So my thinking was, we'll go 120%. So there's something happening all the time, and we didn't really care if it clashed. And that was the start of it. And then obviously when you get the people who are really passionate about what they do, getting them to stop doing what they're doing is the thing. So we don't. We let them do it. We let them do it for as long as they want. So, you know, you might have 3 or 4 or probably even a dozen things happening all at once. People talking about it as a medieval fair. Another girl called it a steampunk fair. But it really defies any sort of label, you know, like it's a bit of everything. And it's really not one event. It's like I say, maybe 15 events all wrapped up in one, but they all relate. You know, there's a common thread. It's clothing. It might be metalwork. It's an arts festival with a metal edge.
Before we get into the explosive reenactments, Lou Stefanel from Pyromania called me into his workshop for a chat.
I started the company up back in 1987, so I've been doing this for quite a few years now. I originally started doing firework displays, then I started touring with rock bands. I've toured with bands like AC/DC, Metallica, did a few things with them. Then got more into the film industry, and that's why I liked it and kept playing there. The tank will come around the side, there'll be lots of big spark maroons on there, some fireballs so the tank looks like it's been blown up, lots of explosions on the ground as the guy's coming towards it. So it should be good fun. It's an interesting day, let's put it that way.
So, Lou, you asked me to get changed. I've got this wire hanging.
Yeah, thanks for that. Oh, I forgot about this thing. I'm just gonna... Look, I promise this won't hurt me at all, okay?
Won't hurt you?
No, it won't hurt me at all.
Okay. Have you done this before?
I've seen it done, you know. It goes in, they told me it goes in like, look there, see, it clicks in. Now, actually, just hold that for a second.
Okay.
Just this way. Just back a bit more. Yeah.
Lou, what's going to happen?
Nothing, trust me. Can you just put that on for a second? I'm just going to take a couple of steps back if you don't mind. We ready?
Yeah. Thanks very much, Lou.
That's okay.
Cheers. Yeah.
Didn't hurt me at all.
No.
Okay.
Idiot.
Bye.
A huge thanks to the Colonial Motor Inn for hosting us over the Ironfest weekend. Awesome country Aussie charm and some comfy beds helped us rest our weary heads after long days at the fairgrounds.
What an absolutely fantastic weekend. Ironfest in Lithgow, done, complete and in the bag. It's been absolutely fantastic. A huge thanks to Lou from Pyromania for his awesome demonstration of all of those explosives and pyrotechnics. It's been fantastic. The road trip continues next week. We're heading to Canberra. We're going to check out the Deep Space Tracking Station and meet some scientists and professors who are leading their field in astronomy and astrophysics. Like, follow and subscribe to all of these social media channels. Be sure to check out podcasts.trekszone.org as well to check out the entire catalogue. I'm Matt Miller. Thanks for watching.